Change, a VSG Chronicle.
What's up, family? Week 5 of my VSG journey. So, interesting. This week, I got cleared by my doctor with no restrictions to lifting or other things, so I can go to the gym. I can get back to work as normal. I can do all the things that I need to do. I'm going to take it upon myself to go find me a personal trainer. I know I was talking about, stalling with weight loss and things like that. So I'm going to combat that with just doing more work. Now that I can go back to the gym, not that I was going before, but now I can get reintroduced to working out and things like that. I'm going to do that to ensure that I go in the positive direction with this weight loss journey. Give me 55 push-ups, you maggot. I don't necessarily want somebody like that, such a major pain type, but I also don't want somebody, hey, if you can do it, just go ahead, you know what, let's just call it a day and let's go get some Chinese. I don't necessarily want that passive type of trainer. I need somebody kind of sort of in the middle. I need somebody who's going to push me, who knows that, I'm coming from a long-term situation of not necessarily going to the gym. The gym has never really been my friend. So I really want to reestablish this relationship in the right way. So what I've been doing is going around to my different gyms in the area, kind of just sitting down talking to people. Because I know in the past when I had trainers, I go get a trainer and the first time I meet them, their personality, I'm working out. And I'm already locked into a contract and things like that. Not this time. No, not this time. I'm gonna meet the person, I'm gonna talk to them. I'm gonna just see if we're a good match. Because I want this to be like a long-term thing. I don't want necessarily this to be like, week 2, I'm tired of them and things like that. I kind of want to know their philosophy on training. I kind of want to know, what their dynamic is with people that are in my predicament, losing weight, getting back into the gym. I am at a point of, I'm like a newborn. I'm like a newborn in the gym. I'm not necessarily going to know a lot. I'm not necessarily going to really be physically able to do a lot, but I think that I'll pick up progress pretty quickly. Financially, I know it's going to be an investment. I know that it's going to cost money. It's going to be something that is just going to cost. It's no way of getting around that. But what I am going to do, I want my bang for my buck. If I'm going to be paying for a personal trainer, I want to get the most knowledge. I want to get the most motivation. And I want to get somebody who is pretty much trained in the art of, weight loss. Soft foods. I get the soft foods. I swear to God, if I eat one more thing of refried beans, one more thing of pureed tuna fish, egg salad, I'm going to jump off a building. I'm serious. A big thing about my puree stage, I cut out dairy. I was looking on Instagram and I was looking on YouTube and all these other places, and people are having such a good time in their puree stage. But my journey is a little bit different. Dairy is not my friend. We are enemies. Bloods and Crips type. So as soon as I get dairy, my body aches, my bone aches, and it, since I've cut it out, since this whole process, I have noticed such a big difference, and it's been a positive one. So I'm just gonna continue that. I'm not gonna dip back into dairy, although it made my puree stage very boring. It did. At first it was a struggle, and I tried it. I put a little cheese, regular cheese on my, refried beans, and I put I was just eating like a little shredded cheese and things like that, and instantly, boom, back to back pain, back to knee pain, things like that. So I just cut it. I'm done with it, and I just got to live with it. I got to, maneuver around. I'm sure eventually I'll find some products out there that are really, really similar to what, I was eating on a day-to-day. But for now, I'm just testing out different cheeses, different vegan cheeses, different cream cheese, non-dairy products that, eventually I'm going to find something I like. Great. But luckily I get to try soft foods. So I am looking forward to, I think my first meal, I want some type of chicken or fish or something, and with like some just pureed, or not pureed, pureed. I'm sorry for saying pureed, not pureed. Sauteed spinach, something. other than pureed anything. I'm gonna probably put that food processor in the back of the closet for a little while. I'm tired of it. So I think Tuesday or Thursday of this week, I can go ahead and whip me up some chicken, whip me up some fish, with some sauteed vegetables, lightly seasoned. I know it's gotta be lightly seasoned. I know, I will lightly season it, but I can eat somewhat normal food. That is a big benefit this week. I'm looking forward to that. I tell you, I'm looking forward to it. So soft foods, if you guys have any recipes, let me know in the comments. Soft food is what I'm looking forward to this week. I cannot wait. Trusting the process. I had a whole rant maybe a week and a half ago about how I just wasn't losing weight. And how I have just been in a rut because the scale wasn't moving. But, you know, with just day to day, I'm learning this is going to be a progress. It's going to be a process. I'm sorry. It's going to be something that is just going to gradually take its time. So a big thing that I've noticed was just taking my time. So I'm going to apply that to every area of this process. So just taking my time with everything. This process has slowed me down in so many different ways. It slowed me down, but in a good way. I take my time with a lot, and it's starting to slowly but surely get to my brain. I'm starting to take my time, even the way I think about things. You know, my processes, and then my approach on just business, my approach on relationships, my approach on just people in general. It's giving me a sense of situational awareness that I wasn't necessarily tapping into. And that's crazy. I'm looking at things differently now. Like I said, I'm just gonna start applying the small things that I'm learning from this journey to other areas of my life. For instance, when you're eating, you eat very slow and then you watch what happens. You don't necessarily just eat, and then surprisingly you're full. No, you eat, you let it go down the ways that it needs to go, and then you say, hey, I'm full, that's all I need, boom. So I've slowed down a whole lot when it comes to just this thing. Now, for those of you who may not know, I'm a business owner in Maryland. I'm in the mortuary field. I've been doing that since I was 22 years old. This is my 16th year. I've been in business 15 or 16 years. I noticed the other day how much time I have on my hands. I think that sometimes, you know, when I wasn't necessarily in the mindset of progress, I could not notice how big of a blessing it is to have time. And I feel like I have a large amount of time to get this right. And if I don't necessarily do that, I'm wasting. This is a big waste. The first week that I had surgery, I spoke with my brother, and he was just telling me, he said, you know, Malik, this is an opportunity. I don't know how you look at it, but this is a huge opportunity for you. This is something that, you know, he pretty much was putting it on my brain. Hey, man, don't play with it. I know you're a playful guy and things like that, but just don't play with this opportunity. You have an opportunity to really change your life, and in that, you're probably going to change everybody under your umbrella's life. He was just telling me, just stay focused, do your thing. This is an opportunity. Don't drop the ball. And I remember that, and that conversation is really going to play in my head a lot, because a lot of times I give myself room to play and think and get myself out of position for no reason at all. But this time, especially with this VSG journey, I really want to win at this. I really want to change some things. I really want to go forward. I remember at one point when I probably was at my heaviest, I kept saying, damn, I'm making decisions and I'm taking 2 steps back on a daily basis. I was taking 2 steps back. Every time I went to McDonald's, every time I ate something I wasn't supposed to eat, every time I missed a workout, just things. And I had all day long to go and rethink the way I did things, and I never did it. But this has given me such a jump start and such a new mindset. I feel refreshed on my mindset and my approach on things. I cannot drop this ball. I can't let it go. I won't let it go. And that's one of the reasons why I'm going to get a trainer. That's one of the reasons why I'm going to utilize every resource that I can utilize to put this thing in the right direction. I can't play with this. Week 5, I'll see you guys next week. Peace.